Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Masterclass Marathon on Sunday at 7 p.m. We are super excited about what we're speaking about tonight. You guys know you are here at the Masterclass Marathon. Hey, Lala. Do you know I was just thinking about you? Oh my gosh, like for real. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Ja Trinity. Welcome, the real Mika, Meek Bella. Welcome, Miss Betty Clausen. Hey, Tangela. Hey, guys. Hi, Mimi. So we are getting ready to start. I want to share with you guys what we do here on Sunday nights. We are here to share information with you guys. We do a masterclass marathon, which is an opportunity. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put something on the screen, and then I'm going to bring Miss Mimi up. Let me just put this on the screen so you guys, so this will be my screensaver when I'm done, and I will be able to put this up. All right, so now that we have that up for a few seconds, we're all set. And every Sunday we do this masterclass marathon where we are here to share information with you guys about something that you know you need to know, or something you don't know you needed to know. Welcome, Mimi. Good evening.
Hello there. Good evening. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too. Yeah.
Let me get my
At
logo.
first
There we
it wasn't
go.
letting you in. I was like, hey, come on.
What's going on? Glitchy. I'm excited about tonight.
Me too. Oh my goodness. I had a good day. How was your day?
It was awesome.
Yes. And it's like, I was like, I want to express that I had a good day and ask you how yours
Mhm.
was. Because, you know, when you have a good day and things are pretty much going well for you, it's easy to give
Mhm.
to others. I mean, I can give to others even if I'm having a bad day.
Mhm.
I can, but it's even better, you know? Like I was able to
Mhm.
just really relax today, and I
Mhm.
cleaned up and I just chilled out. I didn't really do any work. It just felt
Mhm.
so good. I was like, I'm excited for this evening.
I'm glad to be here. It is easier to serve when you feel good about about your life, so you're able to serve at a higher level and more generously. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yes.
it's been a great day. It's been a great day. We are getting some storms here in mid-Florida, so if I lose you, I'll hop back on. I just saw a huge crash of lightning, so I won't leave willingly, but if I do get booted off, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me, do you want to go first this evening?
Sure, I can go
Okay.
first. Yeah.
Okay, that may even be helpful. All right,
Okay.
so everyone, you are here at the Masterclass Marathon. We do this every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, and we do it on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're here to do a masterclass for you, a mini masterclass. So each of us actually has 13 minutes to share information with you that we would normally do privately, where we say, hey, come on in and click this link to get into the webinar. But we're doing it here live on Instagram to be able to share this information with the masses. So first, we love to ask that you share this live with at least 5 other people, because Mimi and I are going to give out some great information tonight. So share it with some other folks. We're going to do the same thing, and we're going to get started. After Mimi does her 13 minutes, she has 2 minutes to tell you who she is, where she's located, and what she actually has to offer. Now, if you are watching and you love to be a part of this, if you have something that you can share, that you can teach the rest of the world, this is a platform for you to be able to educate others, as well as share who you are and what your business is all about and what you offer. So you can go to masterclassmarathon.com, click the link in my bio to get yourself registered. So that is what I wanted to share. Mimi, you now have the floor. We're giving you
All
13
right.
minutes on the clock. Let's go.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Hello, everybody. It's great to be here with you. My name is Mimi Sheffer. I'm a social media coach, and I specialize in helping mompreneurs. So I wanted to talk tonight about a couple of the issues that I see happening a lot, and I want to help you get some traction in your social media marketing. So the first and foremost is having a plan, making sure that you're entering, and it's great that we're having this conversation on a Sunday night. Spend a few minutes tonight before you wake up and the day gets going tomorrow morning, figuring out what you're going to post this week. It's always better to have a plan going into the week and knowing it doesn't have to be definitive. You don't have to have all the captions posted and ready to go, but it always works better if you know what you're going to be posting throughout the week instead of trying to run and catch up. Oftentimes, when we run and catch up, we don't go into the week pre-planning, we end up posting something later in the day after the window of opportunity, after the world starts waking up and our target audience is online. So spend just a few minutes mapping out your strategy for this coming week tonight. And then I want to talk about branding and engagement. So those are the two topics I want to really share on tonight. Branding, of course, is making sure that you are using consistency across your platforms, consistency on your platform. And what I mean by that, a lot of us are on more than one platform, right? If our aesthetics on each platform look differently, then it's going to be difficult for people to find us on different platforms or understand what our messaging is. So we should all have, whether or not you have a logo, you have a handle, right? So your handle should be synonymous across all your different platforms. So it's super helpful. My handle is Marketing with Mimi. So it's super easy to find me on all the platforms because that's my handle on all the different platforms. So I recommend that you go in and change your profile name on each of your platforms and find something that works on each platform. And that's a really easy way to do that is to go on each platform and look for anyone who has that. I couldn't use my name because, believe it or not, there are 8 Mimi Sheffers in the world. We all have social media profiles. And so, like, when I went to create an email address, I'm Mimi Sheffer 11. So there are and I think there are 8 Mimi Sheffers on Facebook. So find something, do a little bit of research, and find a handle that you can use across the different platforms that's available on all the platforms, and then change all of your platforms so they're consistent. Make sure that you're using consistent fonts and colors on all the different platforms so that when people go to find you on different platforms, it's easy for them to understand that it's the same person. And I say that because there's actually another Marketing with Mimi. She does it a little bit differently on Instagram. It's Marketing with _Mimi, and she's in finance. So it's really, really important because there are so many platforms and so many, different handles and people competing for that airspace, that we are consistent across our platforms with branding, colors, make sure your fonts are the same, and that if you have a logo, that it's always visible so that people can find you easily and soak up all the good information that you are able to give. Because the different platforms have different personalities, there are going to be people who may see you here on Instagram, but they may prefer Facebook or LinkedIn. And if you have a consistent branding across those platforms, then they'll find you and engage with you on their platform of choice, no matter which one they found you on. And we need to make it really easy. I'm all about breadcrumbs, right? We're leaving breadcrumbs for our target audience from platform to platform. And so one of the best ways to do that is make sure that you are consistent in all of your collateral materials. And I recommend the mix that works really well on Instagram is using a picture and then an infographic, another picture, and some sort of quote, right? So your grid is always, it's not all graphics and it's not all photos of you. It's a mix. So it's engaging and interesting when people scroll through your newsfeed, right? When they see you in the newsfeed and then they scroll over to your bio and they take a look at your grid, you want them to be engaged and think that it's been curated because it's an interesting mix. So I was working with a client last week and doing a social media audit for her, and she only had reels, which is wonderful. She was using reels, but without any context on those reels, it was just pictures of her face. So when you are using photographs or reels, make sure that you have some context in those by having either a cover sheet, a Reels cover, a graphic that explains, or you can even just take a photograph of yourself and add text through Instagram. But you need to provide context, otherwise no one has any understanding what it is you offer, and they're going to scroll on past if they aren't immediately hooked in by your reel. So make sure you're always providing context. And let's talk about engagement. How much time do I have left, Tamika? I don't want to go over. 6 minutes. Okay, great. I'm doing good on time. So let's talk about engagement. We know that we want to engage in conversation and we want to invite our target audience, our niche, our ideal customers to engage with us in conversation. And so the best way to do that is provide social proof to them that other people want to have conversations with us. And one of the best ways to do that is with polls, stickers, questions, Q&A, that kind of thing. So Tamika actually shared this firebombing tip last week when we were doing a clubhouse room, and it is to make sure that you're doing Q&A. So maybe once a week, go and do a Q&A session on your Instagram or any other platform and invite people to submit questions, and then spend maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes answering those questions, and then use that conversation in other ways. But when you're using other engagement issues, other engagement opportunities, use polls and stickers, right? But don't just put a poll up. You need to go in and vote on your own poll. Okay, super important. Super important, because you need to show that other people are engaged with your content. Everybody needs social proof, and I want to put it in terms that make sense. If you were to visit a town, let's say you're on a business trip, and you see two restaurants next to each other. One of them has tons of cars in the parking lot, and you see tons of patrons sitting down in the restaurant. And the restaurant next door to it has one or two cars and just a couple of people inside. Which restaurant are you going to choose? Most people are going to choose the one that's busier, even though it might be a hassle to wait, even though they might be really hungry, but the visual cue that they're getting is one restaurant is better than the other. And so if you are automatically engaging with your own content, and I'm going to give you a really sophisticated tip on how to make sure that others know that your content is engaging in just a minute. But if you illustrate for people that your content is amazing and people want to have it, then other people will come to it. But you have to give people breadcrumbs. You have to give them clues, context clues, that your content is important and helpful and has helped other people. So here's my super secret ninja tip. I love this. I have several Instagram accounts. Okay, so I have a personal account, I have a business account, and then I have a test account. And the test account is where, sometimes when you do crops on Instagram, you need to make sure you've got a story photo and you need to make sure it looks good. So I set up this test account to test photos before I put them on one of my clients' Instagram feeds, right? So when you post a poll, or you can use a slider, any kind of engagement sticker on Instagram, I go to each one of my accounts and engage with that poll, engage with that slider. And here's why you do that. You show that 2 or 3 or 4 people have voted in your poll, and then everybody else is like, oh, wow, this must be really interesting. And so they pay more attention to it. It's not dishonest. It's a matter of framing the content that you are putting up and showing other people that it's engaging content, showing other people, illustrating for other people that it's valuable content, and then they pay more attention. Isn't that crazy? So one of the ways that I recommend is, once you put a poll up, vote on it yourself, and then go into your other accounts or have a buddy go in and vote on that poll, and you will get more traction. Here's another reason to do this. The first 15 minutes of any post is the most important. And so if you can show the algorithm that your content is inspiring, that it's being engaged with in that first 15 minutes, you're likely to get it spread out. It ranks higher in the algorithm, and therefore it gets pushed out to a larger audience. So anytime you post anything on your news feed, and this works on pretty much every platform, the first 15 minutes is going to be the most important. So make sure that once you post something, you automatically go into the comments section and make a comment, whether that's adding a few more hashtags or whether that's asking another question. Sometimes that's even adding photographs if you've got before and after transformations you want to share. Bump your content up in the algorithm by commenting on your own posts. So I think that's what I've got for tonight. I don't want to make it too confusing by dropping too many things, but make sure you're consistent on each platform by using those same graphics, those same branding elements, and make sure that you're engaging with content. Oh, here's one other tip I want to share. Before you post something, I know it's a lot of work as a content creator, as a digital creator, to be on a platform and share and create this content and post it. But if you don't do these few little tricks, your content is not going to be pushed out to as many people. So spend a few minutes before you post anything on any platform, engaging with your ideal clients, engaging with prospective clients that you want to see your content. So 10, 15 minutes before you post anything on a platform, make your post, and then spend another few minutes after you make your post engaging with those same clients or same ideal clients or prospective clients that you want to see your content. And here's why you do that. The stickier your relationship is with the people you want to see your content, the more of your content they are going to see. All right. That also invites discussion and invites people to engage with you because you're engaging on their content and they're more likely to come and check out what you've got going on. So those are just a few tips on branding and engagement and really elevating your brand in the mind and presence of your prospective clients. So that's all I've got. Is that good? Was that fire?
Woo, yes, I was putting fire inside the chat.
Were
Yes,
you?
absolutely. And you actually had like 1 minute left before you can tell us about yourself. But that was
Okay,
great. That was great. I love
good.
all of that information. It was like straight to the point as well. So I hope that everyone was taking notes on what you said. And if they did not, you guys definitely have a chance to come back and watch this live over because you are this is going to be sitting here on this page as well as it's sitting in an area for a series. And that's another thing with social media. If you're constantly posting things, make a series. If you have a lot of content, make a series where people can come in and binge watch. And that's what we've done here at the Masterclass Marathon. So Mimi, thank you so much for that great information. Oh my gosh.
You're so welcome.
I learned a few things myself. I'm just going to share that with you right now because I didn't think about using any of my other accounts and I have like 6 or more. So that was like fire right there. And you were also talking about the polls, like actually voting on your own poll. It's not such a big deal. One vote, like, okay, one vote, get the party rolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really helpful, especially with the sliders. It will say the average answer is whatever. So if you illustrate to other people that your content is important to others, then they are more likely to engage with it. It's similar to, I don't know about you, I've got teenagers in my life. I've got a son who's 14, and they all want to be, their own person. But if you look at them, they're all dressed alike, right? And their teenage uniform here is t-shirts or jeans and t-shirts and a hoodie. I mean, we live in Florida. I don't get it, but that is the uniform for the kids. Yeah. So everyone is kind of wired that way. We need somebody else to point to a topic or an issue and say, hey, this is really good. And then we have permission, emotional permission, psychological permission to engage with that. But it's really important to show people that what you have to offer is important to other people, and then people will.
Bandwagon. People love to be on
bandwagon. We do. Isn't
why.
That crazy? I don't either. Yeah. I don't know.
Great stuff. So let me give you 2 minutes on the clock. You guys are watching the Masterclass Marathon right now. Mimi Sheffer just finished doing her presentation on social media engagement and something else. It was a whole bunch of things.
Branding.
And branding. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So we're going to give her 2 minutes on the clock so that you guys get a chance to know who she is, where she's located, and what she actually has to offer. We're doing this so that you get to meet people who you need to be engaging with, people who have something for you that you didn't even know existed, or you came back to hear something else that they're sharing today. So Mimi, you have the floor for 2 minutes. Tell us about you and where you're located and what you have to offer.
Absolutely. Thank you. My name is Mimi Sheffer. I'm a social media coach for mompreneurs. I can help anyone, but my specialty is mompreneurs. I'm a visibility strategist and a branding expert. And all of that mixed together means I help mompreneurs show up on social media and be seen. And a lot of times people are using social media, but there's not the strategy. So I am that missing element. I help fill the gaps and help mompreneurs use their social media mix strategically so that they can show up and be seen. So Using my strategies and techniques, you can really elevate your following and you can really elevate your presence on social media. You can hack the algorithm. I have lots of little tips to help you hack the algorithm and increase your organic reach. So there are lots of people who deal with Facebook ads and things. My specialty is organic reach. So I have lots of tips and tricks I can share with you, but I have 3 things that could benefit you right now. One of them is a social media audit. And I think we all, as entrepreneurs, we know what we want to say to people, and it's all in our minds, and we think it's really spelled out for other people. But oftentimes there's a gap, right? There's a gap between what's in our brain and what's communicated on paper or on social media. And so I do what's called a social media audit, and I go look at 2 of your top platforms and kind of give you some gaps. I look for the gaps and the missing elements and help you make some small tweaks. This is not about, hiring a photographer and a 3-hour shoot and getting 100 pictures of yourself. These are small tweaks and changes you can make to really make sure that your messaging is clear, to make sure that people understand, your ideal customer understands what it is you are there to do and help, how you can help them. So I'll help you with that. It's a strategy call, a report, and your top 2 profiles. And that's just $97. And then I also offer what's called a visibility strategies ebook. And that's just $27. It's all available through the Stand store on my bio. You can click that link in my bio and go, and you can see everything I offer. So there are 3 things that I offer right now: the social media audit, the ebook, which is super effective. It's the 3 keys to increasing your visibility on social media. And then the last is social media graphics. And we've talked about this before, and this ties into the branding discussion that I was sharing just a few minutes ago. Here's what's important. A lot of us see a great quote we love on another platform or on somebody else's account, and we share it to our own account. But if it's not branded for us, you guys, you're leading people to somebody else, and that's not effective. That's not strategic. So I offer social media graphics, there are different packages, and there's different categories, but you can brand those for yourself, share them on your social media, and it makes your social media marketing strategy a little bit easier, your content planning a little bit easier. These are pretty, universal, but they're really engaging and beautiful graphics, and it frees you up to work on your specific content. We know that motivational, inspirational quotes are very effective, and they are shared all over the place, right? So this is an easy way to free up your time, but also brand your content so that people are more willing to engage. And you're planting breadcrumbs along the way. When you share it in your stories, people will come back to you and say, oh, wow, I love this quote. Let me see what else this person has. So those are the 3 things I offer. Please check me out on Instagram. Here on Instagram at Marketing with Mimi. You can find me on Facebook and on TikTok at Marketing with Mimi, and also on LinkedIn at Marketing with Mimi. So it's been my pleasure to be here with you, Tamika. You're always dropping fiery gems, and I love learning from you. So I've got my notebook. I'm going to be taking notes as you share some gems and strategies tonight.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So thank you again for speaking, and thank you for sharing with us who you are, what you do, and what your offer is. So I'm going to get the 13 minutes on the clock for myself. And if you guys
Okay.
are joining before we get started, before I get started, you guys are watching the Masterclass Marathon. Please feel free to share this out with at least 5 other people. I am getting ready to share some information that you need, or one of your friends actually needs, or one of your colleagues. So feel free to share this live. Just click the arrow real quick and share it out with just a few people to bring some more amazing folks in to get this information. So what else do I want to say? I'm going to use my 13 minutes to give you as much fire as I can. I hope that you guys have a notebook and a pen when you're attending the Masterclass Marathon, so that you will be able to receive information, absorb it, and be able to use it after you finish watching this live, okay? So I am Coach Tamika James. I'm a life and business coach. I am actually a cosmetologist turned life and business coach. That's what I need to tell you today. So for most of my life, I've been a licensed cosmetologist working behind a chair, standing servicing clients, but I was never just a... Someone called me. Really? Nobody calls me on Sunday. Okay. So I was saying that I am a cosmetologist turned life and business coach. All of the years that I was a as a cosmetologist, I was always helping people. I was always the clients that sat in my chair, I would service them with my hands, but we were having these great conversations. I was helping them through their life, things that they were dealing with. Then I was helping them with the fact that a lot of my clients were very like people. A lot of them wanted to build their businesses. So I was there helping them from that position to help them to figure out what they wanted to do next and to talk about how it would go. And I began to realize that over time, I was having an appointment with a client. We'd have this great conversation. The appointment was over. They'd rebook. And then when they came back, the conversation was back to where it was. So we got back to the next part to help them with the next part of whatever we were discussing, which was something about building business. So how did I know that I could be a life and business coach? It was already happening throughout all of these years. Another thing I want to share about myself with you is that just a few years into my career, I realized that I needed to be able to make money in my sleep. And I was trying to figure out what does that look like and how do I actually do that? Well, very soon after I got my first salon, which was 2 years after I got my license, 2.5 years, I ended up doing like education. But I quickly realized that I could not just educate one person in front of me, and that was not enough. So the thing that I had to do was take my information and put it somewhere so someone could click a button, or at the time, this was years ago, they were able to get a video from me and watch it over and over without me having to tell them the instructions over and over again. I had to figure out how could I save my voice. So years ago, I began to put my information down on some type of a platform. Now, fast forward, we get to today. We have all of these places online where we can put information all over the place. So I want to bring you up to speed today. You usually hear about courses, and I am a life and business coach that helps you to monetize your knowledge. I've been doing it forever. So now I'm helping you specifically to do that. So you guys know about courses, which is find a platform, create an opportunity for someone to click a button, log in, and be able to go through the interior of a course, like a membership portal, or just a place where you see all of these buttons and you're able to click and look at all of these different things. You may even be able to join live and many different things. Well, today, I do help with that, by the way. But today, you know what I want to share with you? How could you create a course that is just delivered via email? Now, today I want to give you the ins and outs of what this looks like. Do you guys want this information? Someone tell me yes, I want it. If you want to hear about how to create an email course, meaning that someone's going to be able to get your information by purchasing it, and then it's delivered to them via email. There's no portal to log into or anything like that, but they're able to get this information. So I'm glad that you guys are saying yes, because I'm ready to share this information with you. Now, I am going to specifically share the platform that I use, but I want you to understand that you can use many different platforms. This is a strategy. So I personally use Kartra, Kartra. Kartra is a platform that you can sign on to at a minimum of $99 a month to be able to host your to be able to host your memberships. If you're creating programs and courses, if you are going to sell a product, anything like that, it's a platform to do that. You can build out your landing pages and things of that nature. Now, this particular platform, you're going to sign on. And by the way, listen, if you guys are going to use it, please send me a message so I can give you my affiliate link, okay? Here is the thing with as a coach. Anytime you use something and you love it and you speak about it more often than not, you should become an affiliate, because you're going to talk about it anyway. So now you can also get paid for helping other people with the thing that you love, okay? So that is what that's all about. So I use Kartra. the first thing that I do is I go in and I create a product, meaning that whatever the course is going to be called, I'm going to title it that, and I create it as a product. Now you have to go through a few steps and you tell the system that this product is called blank. This is how much it costs. If someone buys this, I want you to tag them and say that this person bought this, so that my CRM system, which is what Kartra is, will recognize the person who bought the particular thing. So that if I want to send an email to all of the people who bought this particular product, I can push a button and say, hey, system, can you tell everyone who bought this product that I just want to say hello and I want to send them an additional free gift? That's what your CRM system, such as Kartra, will do for you. So you can do all of these things that I'm speaking of. Now that you've named the product, you've titled it, you've said how much it costs, you tag people, you put them on a list as well. That's something else you can do. Now that you've done all of those things, and now at the end of this, there's an automation that you're going to create that says, when someone buys this product, I want them to be signed on to an email sequence. If you guys don't know what an email sequence is, it is the opportunity for you as the person in business to take people, whatever crowd of people, and opt them into this sequence. And it's now going to send anyone that you opt into that sequence the emails that are in that sequence. You can set up 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 emails at one time. So now you sit and you set the emails up that they're set to get. You log them into the sequence. You subscribe them to the sequence, and everyone gets that set of emails. Now, how does all of this connect as an email course? For some of you, this may be a bit technical, but you need to hear this information, because some of you think that you have to only do a course by creating a portal, and that's not necessarily the only way to do it. So now, the email sequence, let me explain to you how you're setting that up. Email number 1 is going to have, this is a course. So you should have already created, let's just make this a 3 sequence, okay, to make it easy. We're going to set up and make a video. The video is going to be what is inside the course. I'm going to make 3 separate videos. Now, you can put these videos in the platform of Kartra. You can record a video and you can put it on a place like YouTube, Unlisted, Vimeo, many, many different places. You house the video somewhere. Now that you have your 3 videos, you're going to set up 3 emails in this sequence. The first one's going to say, first email, or day 1. If this is so let me tell you the last one that I created. It was a 3-day challenge that they're going to receive via email. So it says day 1 of the challenge, and then it's connected to 1 video. So when the email is delivered, they're going to get an email and it's going to say day 1 of the challenge, and they're going to be able to click on a button and watch the video from day 1. And the sequence is set up in such a way that I tell the sequence to deliver 1 email at a time per day. So day 1 goes the first day that they bought into it. Day 2 email says day 2, and it's connected to the video for day 2's information, so forth and so on. Now I want to give you a few more specifics when you're creating this. You can make this simple, and each email could just have text in it, meaning it's just words in the email. They open it up and it just gives them the words. They click on a link or something. But you can make it look pretty if you like by creating an email in the designer portion of Kartra. So you can make a text email, or you can click on something called advanced and you can make it look pretty. You can put pictures in there. You can do all sorts of things. You can make it color in the background, make it look nice. So every day, the person who bought the product that you created, they click the button, they bought the product, and the automation says subscribe them to the sequence. Now the sequence is going to already be set up with 3 emails. Each of them has the video in it, and you can also put other things in there. Like if there are details you want them to read, you can put it in each of the emails. And now the system sends them 1 email every single day, as if they're coming into a 3-day challenge that they have to, log into. So if you want to be able to do this, you can follow these instructions, and it may seem simple to you, it may not, but here is what you need to know, that this thing exists. That's all you need to know. Either you're going to create it yourself and learn how to do it, or you're going to hire someone to do it for you. but you should know that it's not the only way. Okay, so I had to share this today because I help new coaches create their group coaching programs, because I don't want you to have to say whatever you have to say over and over to anyone. I want you to understand that there are systems out here that you can use. There are automations. When you guys hear the word automation, I wanted to stop by today and give you the details of what automation really means. Now, if you didn't catch what I said, you can watch this replay over and you can just pause it and you can listen to the steps one at a time so that you can get the gist of how it works. But you need to know that these things exist, because when you only know about one thing, that's all you will do. And I'm going to tell you, this allows you to not have to worry about creating a whole membership portal. When you create a membership portal, just so you know, because I help you guys to create your courses and programs, you have to log in and build the membership portal out. You have to put a link here, all the tabs that they click on. You drop in a lot of different pieces of information. It's built out and it's a little more work. This right here, even if it sounded like it wasn't simple, it's pretty darn simple. Okay? All right. So I don't know how you guys are feeling about that information. I hope it was helpful. I just want you to know that there are many ways to skin a cat. And I'm excited about being able to do this and also being able to help you with this. Now, how in the world and why would you want to do this? It's the simplified method. It's your first time hearing it, but here is what you need to know. I am the coach that's going to help to reduce the overwhelm. I know when you first hear information, the very first time, it's like, what is that? And what are they talking about? But if you do this, and this is, someone just signed on to my program just yesterday, and I got on an onboarding call with them because they're signing on to a program they're going to be in for the next 5 weeks. And one of the things I said to them was, well, what is it that you really hope to get out of this program? And we spoke about that. But then I said to them, once they told me what they wanted, I said, it's just as simple as this. The things you just told me that you want to work on, we're going to work on them one at a time. And we're going to identify the one thing that you need right now. And then because you don't know how to do that one thing, you're going to click on a lesson and you're going to watch the lesson slowly, pause it, and you're going to pull up the system that you're going to use and you're going to start doing it. And you're going to play the video. And then it's going to catch up to where you are, and then you're going to pause it. I'm helping you to reduce the overwhelm by you understanding that there are steps that need to be taken. And guys, if you take the time to slow down and stop telling yourself that you cannot do it, we cannot talk to ourselves this way. We have to know, where is the information that I need, and can I take and put on my schedule just an hour to stop and absorb the information that you need so you can get to the next level. Because you by all means can pay someone to do this, but if you learn how to do it, you can do it over and over for yourself. You can create multiple email courses for your business. All right, that was my timer. So I am now going to give myself 2 minutes on the clock so that I can let you guys know who I am and where I'm located and what I offer. So I am Coach Tamika James, a cosmetologist turned life and business coach. I help specifically those of you who want to take your knowledge, monetize on it, take it, package it up, and put it into a sellable format that's done in multiple ways. I do have a program that will help you to build out your course. It's called Become a Coach 30-Day Program. Over the course of 30 days, in my system, I have content that is delivered to you. It's called dripped content. It means that every single day I have created a system that'll send you one thing every day. Because one of the things that I aim to do, that I do as a coach, is I remove the overwhelm. The reason why you guys don't get things done is because you haven't worked on your schedule. You don't know where the time is that's available to you. You're losing time by doing some of the wrong things that you have not identified, and you have not stopped to do one thing at a time. So in my course, it's delivered to you one day at a time. Work on this one thing. Do it. Move on to the next. Tomorrow is a new day. So that is how I assist you. And another thing that I can share with you is that with me being the cosmetologist that has gone into the arena of being a life and business coach, I want you to understand, I know what it looks like to work with your hands, to trade time for dollars. I know what that looks like. At this point in my life, I want to help you to understand what it looks like to take what you know and package it up and let someone click a button. You just take some time and relax. I had a great day today. I was able to just do what I wanted to do and clean the house and relax and think, because the overwhelm is not here, because I do things one at a time. Okay, so that's my time. That's my time. I also have a program called Shift that I don't talk about a lot. Shift is, you don't really know exactly what you want to do at all. You're like, I don't really know what's next for me. So if you're not sure, get into Shift, and we'll work together for 5 weeks on what you want to do and what you don't want to do. Because if you don't know what you don't want to do, you're still in trouble. Okay, so you need to know what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And I'm excited about being here on the Masterclass Marathon consistently every Saturday at 12 and every Sunday at 7 to come and share information with you. The reason why we do this is because there are things that we're helping you with that you didn't even know you needed to know. Mimi shared some amazing information earlier with you guys, and you didn't know that you needed that. Some of the things that I said, you may or may not even know that existed. So we're excited to share this information on this type of platform, which is totally open. The live is here. Many people are going to come back and click the play button and watch it. So share this live out, even though we're going to be closing out soon, because we're obviously only the only 2 speakers today. On this Masterclass Marathon, we're searching for more speakers who are willing to do what we're doing. We come, we share information for 13 minutes, and then we have 2 minutes to say who we are. All right. So if you want to be a speaker, click the arrow above and give me a quick follow if you like, and or go to the link in my bio, and there's an area for you to become a speaker for the Masterclass Marathon, or go to masterclassmarathon.com and get yourself registered. You can tell us which day you'd like to speak, and you can tell us what you'd like to speak about as well. So that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it.
Quick question for you. Can you, as a coach, can you speak on anything, or are there certain topics that you want coaches to speak on?
Wait, say that, rephrase that question.
When you are looking for coaches, do they need to be in a certain industry, or can they be a coach for any industry?
Oh, great question. Any industry. So we are sharing information from a variety of, we just want a full variety here. So our audiences are also crossing. That's another thing that you guys should know. When more than one person gets on a live and we are here together, we're both pulling our audiences in to view what we're speaking about. And what we do not know is who is interested in meeting the other people. So we're sharing our audiences. So we're just a variety of entrepreneurs here sharing information and exposing ourselves to everyone who may or may not even know that we exist. So yes, thank you. So yeah, if you are up for the challenge and you want to come and speak, make sure you fill out the quick application. There is no cost to be a speaker here at this time. I'm going to tell you guys, it will not always remain that way. It will not, but as of now, that's the case. So hop in here and be a part of the movement. We're here sharing ourselves, and we're really teaching. So me as a coach, I do what I do because I know that there is a mission for me to fulfill. I need to help you to see who you are, to determine where you want to go, and use that information to help others. That's my mission in a nutshell. That's who I've been the entire time, even when I was behind a chair, educating on stages and doing a lot of things throughout my years. It's all been the same. So I'm excited that it's a little bit of a tweak, but I'm still the same person. Yeah. So that's what this is all about. I like to create exposure for others as well. So Mimi, do you have any closing comments about anything? I don't know, before we close out, since it's just the 2 of us today.
I was just typing in the chat to make sure you join us on Tuesday nights.
Yes. Yes.
On Clubhouse, it's the Social Coaches House is Tamika's club. And we do, gosh, last Tuesday was fire. We went for 2 hours and 40 minutes, you guys, dropping tips, engaging with people who are in the room, bringing them up on stage and answering their social media questions. It was pure fire. It was so good. I think I almost fell asleep at my desk. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, it's so late, but I don't want to leave this room. It was so, so good. So make sure you join us Tuesday nights on Clubhouse, and we'll be posting about it and including the link. But check, if you're on Clubhouse, check the Social Coaches House for the room. And that's at 9 p.m. Eastern. Bring your questions, your social media questions, your business questions, and we'll answer them.
Yes, Mimi, it was, oh my gosh, the room was fire. Like,
So good.
2 hours and 40 minutes. We did not even anticipate being in there that long, but that's how
No.
engaging the conversation was. And that was
Mhm.
like, that represented how much people really wanted and needed the information, because people don't stick around that long for things that they don't really need or care about. And it was a really good room. And I mean, it was great, number one, because of our moderators, myself, yourself, and also Talisha. We were giving
Mhm.
information and people had a lot of questions. So, and we just kept it going. So yes, thank you for reminding me and everyone else to make sure that you guys join us on Tuesday night. It's a really good room and you're just sitting and listening. So either you join us in the conversation or you just listen. And we're going to be doing another room, Mimi. So we'll be talking about that on Wednesday. So we'll
Okay.
be notifying everyone about that other room that we're going to be hosting as well on Clubhouse. And I don't know if Talisha's here right now, but we'll be meeting in her club, the Official Glue. I mean, I'll be going to her club on Wednesday afternoon at 12
Okay.
as well. Yeah, so they have
Okay.
like casual
Excellent.
conversations in there. Yeah, you should pop in too, Mimi, on Wednesday
Yeah, I'll try.
at noon. Okay. All right, guys. So listen, we've been here sharing information with you. You can still share this live out now, and you can share the live after it's over. That's the beauty about social media. You're not only like joining, watching live, and that's all that you can do. You can watch something at the end right now and still share it. You can watch once it's over and you can still click the share button to let other people know about this amazing information. And if you want to connect with either one of us, click the arrow, give us a quick follow. If you have a question about something we spoke about or want to get closer or connect with us in any way, send us a DM and we'll be happy to communicate with you in the DMs. All right, so the next time that we're back here on the Masterclass Marathon is next Saturday at 12 p.m. And the replays of this is found here in the series area. You can binge watch them if you like. And they're under Masterclass Marathon. And they're also found on the YouTube channel called Entrepreneurs Speak with Tamika James. And that is it. We're done for today. Mimi, thank you for speaking and sharing such great information. And I will see you on Tuesday, and we'll see you
Sounds
guys
good.
next week. Thanks, Mimi, and good day, everyone. Bye now.
Bye-bye.